Hello guys, Josh here, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my end of 2020 / beginning of 2021 setup tour. I'm going to take you guys through everything in this gaming room today. Everything will be linked down in the description. So if you see anything you like, you can go and check there. I'm going to take you through it right after this quick word from today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by bobkeys.com. You guys know the drill. You build your new PC, you think you're ready to rock and roll, and then you remember, oh no, Windows isn't activated, I need an activation key. Unless of course you can deal with this hideous watermark being burned into your retinas until the end of time. Now you could spend a ridiculous amount on one from Microsoft, or you could head over to bobkeys.com and pick one up for like, I don't know, a tenth of the price. Do you want to know the best part? You can use my code TT25 for, you guessed it, 25% off. Which means that this Windows 10 Pro key goes from $18 to $13. If you're in the UK like me, that's £11. You place your order, your activation code gets added to your orders page, you whack the code into the Windows activation screen, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. Thank me later, TT25 for 25% off, link in description. Okay, so I normally start over on this side of the room, however, today we're going to start off on this side of the room. So as you can see, I'm trying to go for kind of like I guess two different vibes. That side of the room is kind of more RGB, whereas this side of the room is kind of very clean and minimalist. So a lot of this stuff is Razer gear. I'll take you through everything. In fact, we'll start with this. I do a bit of music at this setup. You can see I've got an audio interface here. And I've also got this guitar that I picked up recently on Amazon Prime Day. This is the Lava Me 2. And it's basically got built-in electronics. And it looks cool. It's made of carbon fiber and it's white as well, so it matches perfectly. And over here we've got the PC, so this is kind of the PC that I mess around with because I get sent like cases and stuff and parts. So I often take this down and rebuild it. This is the Antec DP502 case. We've got a 2060 Super in here, a Ryzen 3600 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. And like I said, I kind of modify this PC quite a bit, so it never stays the same for very long. In terms of peripherals, we have stuff from Razer. So we've got the Razer keyboard over here, along with the Razer RGB mousepad. We've got the Razer Viper Ultimate, the Razer Atheros charging dock here. We've got a white Xbox controller, a like wireless charger from Anker, which is not plugged in. I've kind of just got it as a stand there. We've got some Pioneer DJ speakers. People always wonder why I only use one speaker. It's basically because there's not enough room to make it look kind of symmetrical. And I kind of like using this for playing guitar through. So I may end up changing it and going with a soundbar, I'm not sure yet. But that's as it is at the moment. We've got a figure from Hot Toys here. This is an Iron Man figure. Then we've got the Razer, the new Razer RGB headset stand, along with these things, which I picked up recently from Bose. These are the NC700s, and they sound absolutely amazing. Now, in terms of lighting for this area, guys, we're basically using some LED strips on the back of the desk. So these things are from Govee, and you can change them to any color you want, and you can actually change like every single segment of the strip, which is super cool. I've just got them set to white at the moment because I'm going for that kind of clean look. And up here you can see we've got the LifeX Beam, which is pretty cool. Sometimes it glitches out like the app, but it does look quite unique. Now, people always ask me about this chair. This is the Storm Mark II, and I actually got this thing from a shop called Project X Office in the UK. I don't think you can get it in the US, unfortunately, but it's basically an ergonomic chair. It looks super futuristic, and it's super comfortable too. And to kind of match in with this whole silver and white theme, we have this thing, which is a fan from Dyson. Now, this thing was super expensive. However, I think it's not really worth it, let's be honest, because it's a fan and it probably does the same job as like a cheap fan, but it does look cool. So over here, we have got some Nanoleaf panels. I've had these for a few years now. I absolutely love Nanoleaf panels. They're not the best in terms of connectivity. Like, I find they drop off the app sometimes, but I do still really like them. If you're wondering what the preset is here, it's called Late Night Chill Vibes. People always ask me about it. I'll show you guys now the middle part of the room, like I said, with this unit. This is the IKEA eCat. And it's basically where I put all my figures. So you can see here I've got some stuff from Need for Speed, we've got Watch Dogs, we've got some stuff from The Witcher, and of course Cyberpunk as well. And there's even some stuff from Deus Ex down there. We've got this thing on top, which is the Amazon Echo Show, which is kind of like a smart speaker. It lets me control my lights and stuff, but it does have a display on as well, which is quite nice. In terms of lighting on here, we've got color light LED strips on the back. Again, these are individually addressable, so you can change them to whatever you want. And we've got the color light hexagons, which a lot of people, again, always ask me what these are and where I got them from, so I have them linked. We've also got some cards here. I don't really need to mention them, but I do like collecting these. and a guitar, which is white and black, which of course matches with that whole theme of the room. Okay, so right behind me we have the Back to the Future area. So here I've got the classic number plate or registration, whatever you call it, from Back to the Future. We've got the cars here. We've even got Marty McFly. I'm still waiting on Doc. He's coming a little bit later this year because he's not released yet. So in his place, we've got a figure from Borderlands. The panels right here are the Nanoleaf canvas. Now, I was in two minds as to whether to keep these or not because they kind of look like circles rather than hexagons, but they actually do look quite nice in the background of shots, so I'll probably leave them as is at the moment. People always ask me what this guitar is. This is the Pliny Strandberg Signature. So it's a great guitar, and it looks kind of futuristic as well, with the lack of head at the top, I guess, and the shape of it. So that's that. We'll move on to the PC now. So I built this pretty recently. If you want to check out the video, I'll have that linked. But this is the Johnsbow Mod 3 case. The whole thing is made of metal, absolutely gorgeous case. And inside here we've got some very powerful hardware. We have the Ryzen 9 3950X, which is a 16-core, 32-thread CPU, along with the Vision 3080. So plenty of power. I did want to pick up the 5950X, but it wasn't out at the time and, well, had lots of stock issues anyway. So that is the PC. We've also got 64 gigabytes of RAM. However, that is not the 64 gigs of RAM at the moment. That is different because I was trying to troubleshoot and I thought it might be a problem, but anyway, it wasn't. So that is the PC. We've got this neon banana up here, which people love. I don't know why. I mean, you can't really not like a neon banana, so I don't blame you. But yeah, that's that. So it just gives a little bit of lighting over in that corner. Then over here we've got the blue compass arm. Now I absolutely love this arm because it just looks so clean. Your cable kind of runs up the top of it and down the back there. And on here we have the Rode NT1. So pretty good mic. I use this for, well, I say streaming. I don't really do streaming, but I do use it for Discord. And yeah, the whole thing just looks clean. You can kind of position it wherever you want and it works really, really well. While we're over here, I'll show you the new laptop that I've got. This is the Razer Blade 15 2020, and I've not actually owned a gaming laptop before, so this is my first one, and I'm loving it so far. It's just nice to be able to have something to take with you to edit on or do a bit of light gaming. I'll take you through the peripherals on the desk. So we're basically using Alienware stuff at the moment. We've got the keyboard and the mouse. We've also got a SteelSeries mouse pad right here. We've got, again, the same charger from Anker, which I can't express enough how useful it is to have a wireless charger on your desk. You can just throw your phone on it and it charges. Also, over here, we've got the Stream Deck. Again, I don't really stream at the moment. I would like to get back into it, but very useful for like shortcuts and anything like that, really. Speaking of streaming, we have the camera right up here. So, again, people always ask me, Josh, how do you mount this thing? This is basically mounted using a friction arm that I picked up off Amazon, and it's just clamped onto that monitor arm right there, and it sits perfectly. You can adjust it. We've also got the Philips Hue play bars, which we've got like one on the back of each monitor, so that's what lights behind it. If you guys do want a more in-depth look at my lighting, I did do a video on that, which I'll have linked for you guys. Let's talk about the monitors then. So for the monitors, we are using an Alienware 34-inch ultrawide for the middle monitor, and it's absolutely amazing for gaming. It's 3440 by 1440p. And then on the edges, we have some Asus VN279 QLB, I think they're called. And these are 27-inch monitors. They're only 1080p. They're not very color accurate, to be honest. But I do think they look quite cool, and they are great for multitasking because I can throw like a window on there if I'm video editing, and it just makes everything really easy. So this is the fourth display. Now, I don't really use this display, guys. I was thinking of maybe getting rid of it. It's a 55-inch TV, so it's pretty much impossible to use while I'm sat at my desk, but if I put my chair back, I can kind of play console games on it, like with a controller, and it sort of works okay. But yeah, I need to think what to do with that this year. I may end up taking it down and maybe grabbing like another ultrawide. I'm not sure yet, but either way, that is the TV. So this is my chair. Now, I've been using this chair for about the past 9 months, guys, and this is hands down the best chair I've ever owned. Full disclaimer, I did get sent this by Secret Labs, but I've owned a lot of gaming chairs in the past, and this one feels just as good as the day I got it. It's really comfortable. It's the Secret Lab Titan, if you're wondering. I think this is the charcoal grey version. There's lots of different versions. I decided to get the fabric one because I find like leather gets very hot. But yeah, lots of adjustability. And I always seem to break chairs within like 6 months, but this thing is still going, so must be pretty good. So yeah, that's the chair. I'll show you a couple of the other things on the desk. So here we've got my soundbar. This is the Sound Blaster Katana. The sub is actually underneath the desk, which I won't show you right now, but it's extremely loud and it just sounds great if you're watching like movies or playing games. I generally use headphones, but it's just good for general use. We've got the Xbox controller over here. This is the official Cyberpunk Xbox One controller, along with this cool little stand that I found on eBay that matches it perfectly. So this thing is my tablet. Again, I picked this up recently. I haven't really owned many tablets before because Android tablets generally suck, but this thing is great. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, and I use it for like writing scripts on and stuff and replying to emails, and it's great for watching Netflix as well because the screen is amazing. I'll show you guys quickly my drawers. So I am thinking of starting, well, not thinking of starting, I am going to be starting a series on the channel where I kind of do PC builds at certain budgets. So in here, we've got a bunch of stuff for those builds. We've got some GPUs, we've got some mice, I guess that's more setup related. In here, we've got RAM. So this is actually the RAM I was talking about that should be in the PC. We've got 64 gigabytes of HyperX RAM here. But yeah, we've got RAM, and then we've got some power supplies in here. We've got fans underneath here, and then at the bottom we have some CPUs. So it's basically just a bunch of PC supplies, which I'll be using very soon. Alright, so finally we're going to look at this thing. This is again the same IKEA unit from the other side of the room. It's got the same LED strips on from Color Light, and we've actually got disc lights, which are also on the other unit, but I forgot to mention them. So I will have them linked in the description, but they're great. They just help to light up those compartments. We've got this lamp on top, which is unfortunately not a smart lamp, but you can hold it and change it to any color. So that's quite nice. We've got some figures from Borderlands over here. I'll just change that back. We've got some Mirror's Edge stuff. We've got a Lego rocket over here. And I've not really organized this much, to be honest. If you have a look down at these compartments, we've got a bit of camera gear, some PC related stuff. Although this thing is my charging station. So that's like where I plug in all my power banks and my smartwatch and stuff like that. So super useful, but I do need to go through and improve this a little bit. I do like the lighting though. So there we have it, guys. That was my 2020/2021 gaming setup tour. We will be doing some upgrades this year, so it will no doubt change. I've got some Nanoleaf panels to install, like those cool looking square ones, so that should be quite good. If you saw anything that you liked in the video today, I'll have it all linked down below in the description. If you enjoyed the video today, a like rating would be much appreciated. It helps me out. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I've got lots more content coming. We've got that new PC build series where I'll be putting PC builds together for certain budgets and then benchmarking them. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you want to catch me on social media, you can do at Tesseract. That's where I upload all the behind the scenes stuff in between videos. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll catch you all in the next one.